All right. That's that. Okay, here we go. All right. And I'm about to share my screen. Okay, here we go. All right, there we go. All right, so I'm going to quickly do a recap. So I won't slow down when doing this part because we did this last week. But just going to create a trip, itinerary. So I'm gonna do this one itinerary, and it's gonna say new or existing trip. You're gonna say new. You can choose the client, whoever it is. You can do a test client. When you come in here, it brings you to like what it looks like the smart proposal. Smart proposal and itinerary does look the same, so um, you're not in the wrong if you say, okay, the proposal looks just like the itinerary. They have the same similar format. The proposal is just something you presenting to your client for them to accept. And then the itineraries, once they accept it, now you got it all, the bells and whistles and anything else that you want to add to it. So last week we were talking about cruising specifically. So one of the sections you can, I should say, add item that you have is you have cruise down there, and then the cruise information will show up for you. You can manually put it in, or you can actually use Travel Joy's AI and search for cruises, which I think is pretty cool. We're gonna do Royal Caribbean and National, and it's the Mariner of the Seas, and it's April 23rd of 2026. April 23rd, 2026. Okay, and it found it. Last week we talked about what all you can add to it, and I told you guys I'm not a deck plan type of person, so I usually take the deck plans out, but leave everything else in there. Here you can actually do your accommodations, and it's based off what you selected already for your particular individuals. This young lady, I think it was interior, and you can do multiple. Interior, it was also ocean view. Oh, spacious ocean view or ocean view. And then these are all the rooms that's on that ship, whatever ship that you put in, it's going to bring up. Then I'm going to do ocean view balcony. And then I'm going to do a suite. Just a regular suite. Junior suite, junior suite, junior suite, right here. Okay. And then I'm gonna add all this to the itinerary. And while that's adding, I'm jumping over here to my IntelliTravel cruise search engine. You guys know how to get it's really simple. Go to your IntelliTravel office, go to cruises. This is normally how I start, just to kind of nip things in the bud to find out which one I want to put my clients on. And then I just go straight in and I'm looking at the price. And that's what we're going to be focused on right now, just the price and the booking link. I will tell you, for me, this is just for training purposes. I don't get the pricing from IntelliTravel. I actually, once I found out what I like, then I'm going to that site. So it's either Go CCL or NCL for Norwegian or cruising.org for Royal Caribbean. I'm going there to actually get the actual pricing, because in my experience, I've seen where IntelliTravel cruise prices have been different from their prices. So that's just something that I found out. So I just normally just get the prices from there. But for training purposes and training purposes only, I'm going to use these prices right here. Go ahead, Miss Monica.
Do you do that for hotels as well?
I don't do my hotels through IntelliTravel at all, just the cruising booking engine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was a good question. Okay, so right here, coming back, it did what it did. Let's preview what it showed us. And look, it brought all the stuff up like we did last week, from breaking down the suites, the balcony, the ocean view in the order of pricing. Y'all noticed that, right? So suites are normally higher, second, third, blah, 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 right? And everything else, the dinner and all the activities. So it does that already for you. And we did that last week. So y'all can look at the recording on YouTube to see that. But now we specifically want to now put in the cruise. And I think I did, this one is, oh gosh, I forgot. This is a sorority that's going on this cruise. So I'll put something in there, but this is where I'm gonna put the booking link right here so that they can actually click right here. And then I'm also gonna add a payment down here. So they got two places that they can actually click on the link and go to the booking link, right? All right, so let's get into the booking link. So right here, we're gonna do this for training purposes. Now I'm going to go back into my itinerary. I'm going to leave this itinerary right here. I'm leaving it. It's gonna be just right there. It's already created. If you go to your files, you should see it right there. So if you ever be like, where's my itinerary goes, it auto saves for you and then it puts it in there. So it's right here. So now under this same file, I'm going to go in and I'm going to create a, I'm going to go in and create a group. Y'all probably like, what, Jay? What are you doing? How are you going to do that? Too easy. Oh. So this is under the individual's name that I did the proposal through. Now I'm going to go and I'm going to create a group booking page. The group booking page is specifically for the payment. Y'all normally know I do templates with the group booking page to put all that information in. You still can, but I will always just, if you got like a hotel or something like that, just get the information from the Travel Joy AI and you can copy and paste it versus having to do it all on your own. Or you can just do it in two parts. It's totally up to you. More than one way to skin a cat. Of course, we're not going to say direct invoice. What we're going to do is we're going to say supplier, which is collecting the card, right? We're going to hit that and put what group, and it's going to be for Lori Jillian's test group right here. Actually, let me just put new group. New group, and I forgot the sorority, but let's just say, I'm just going to say sorority. Sorority and create. All right. So here it looks just like our regular booking page that if you guys have been accustomed to, you can see. You can watch this later. Yes, Samsung, you can watch this later. It's currently being streaming on my YouTube page. And if I remember, sometimes I do send out the link if you're a part of the community and I got we're connected with your telephone number. But if not, you can just look under Elves in the Sky Travel on YouTube. Okay, so mostly I'm not paying attention to the description anymore. Why? Because we've already done all the itineraries done for us under our SMART proposal, right? So I am just going to go straight in here and I am going for the packages. I'm going to do my shout out like I always do to Dr. Jetsetter. She formulated platinum, gold, silver, bronze type packages. And so I use that to do the different packages on everything that I do. And so because we're doing interior, I'm gonna go ahead, let's see how I'm gonna do this. I'm going to start from, I'm gonna do interior first. And I like to call so since I got, what do I got on here? We got platinum is a suite, gold is a balcony, silver is, the ocean view, and the bronze being the inside. So my bronze package, bronze is going to include interior cabin. All right, so now you guys know that you had the proposal already up there, for you. And it also had the room, so you can do it however you want to do it. Like you can go back in it and copy and paste the interior type of deal, or you can just really simply just go and go to staterooms right here on the tab on IntelliTravel, and it shows all the suites that it has. And for just the description of the booking link, I am going to use this to, for the information. So I'm just doing an interior, see, quad stateroom, interior, just a basic interior stateroom right here. Copy. And I'm simply gonna paste. The formatting is the most headache that you probably get. You can have remove formatting, keep formatting. It doesn't matter. It's going to do what it's going to do. You can always highlight it and make it your format of your own. And you can, just like Word, you can drop it down and you can use, I always seem to use Times Roman just to make everything dress right dress. And you can make it 18 point, however you want to do it. But when it comes to the formatting, you can copy and paste it and then still highlight it to format yourself, just like you would inside of thing. Now I'm not gonna put I guess I could, but it's extra, and I am a little extra sometimes when it comes to the booking because not everybody reads, right? So you can have that proposal ready to go for you, but then they'd be like, well, where are the pictures for this or that, right? So you already know you put the pictures there. But when it comes to hotel accommodations and stuff like that, I put the picture again so they can, see what it looks like. And so all I do is I'm on my computer. So normally I just hit this and save it, but now I'm right clicking, saving image as interior, and I'm gonna save it to my computer. You got one of the smart devices, you can just save it to your gallery by touching it. And then I'm gonna come over here, I'm gonna right click. Okay, this is where you're probably like, okay, Janae, it's not doing what I needed to do. Yeah, I know. So here's something. When I say that, this is what I mean, because the menu box will not come up in Travel Joy unless you select something. So like if I was to want to go and right click and put it in, I couldn't do it. There's nothing here to say insert, right? If you did copy and paste from your, the device where you can hold it, copy and paste it, you can do that because y'all saw paste. But if you want to do insert, it won't let you unless you highlight something. And then right here, that's when the menu comes up to insert or edit a picture. So here's where I'm going to insert, and it says upload the source. Uh-oh. So I'm gonna upload and I'm gonna browse for my image, which is in my downloads and it's interior, and I'm gonna put it in there.
I have a question about that area when you finish this.
Okay. And then I hit save. And my co-host, make sure you let the peoples in, just in case I don't see. Now, here on the picture, it has different sizes, 25, 50, 100. You can do it however you see fit. It's whatever you want your people to do. I usually do 50%, and then you can left center it, center or right center. Boop. I usually put it in the middle or to the right, and then once you do that, hold on real quick, you guys. I have to turn these captions off my screen. Oh, I can't do it. I got to save. Oh, yeah, mine is not again. Okay, there you go. Can y'all still see my screen? It should be the Travel Joy screen.
Yes.
Okay. Marley, you want to go ahead and ask your question before I finish?
Continue? Yes. So is there an undo in that area? Because I've been looking for it and I have not seen it.
Baby girl, do the help desk and submit an undo button. I have many of times. And if you guys have noticed, Travel Joy does listen, to our feedback as they update different things. We've been asking for that undo button for quite some time now, but it still don't have it yet. But as long as people keep asking for it, that's what we say, then they'll pay attention and, make that adjustment for us. That
Okay.
was a good question. All right. And just FYI, you cannot, if you're looking like, how can I make this bigger or whatever on your title, you can't. It's just gonna put it in just the way you put it in, and then it's gonna make it do what it do once you hit save. So if you want a quantity limit, you can have a quantity limit of, let's just say, however many cabins you want. I'm just gonna put 3 for here. And so you guys know, Lamanda was just talking about berthing, right? How you have to have a certain amount of cabins. Not to insult anybody's intelligence, but you guys know you get a deposit. If the deposit is like $25, you double that per person. That allow you to have more cabins secured when it's time for your birthing, right? And then you can hold your cabins and you don't have to release them. Those are the important dates that whichever cruise line you're using, they're going to say deposit are due here, birth date is here, final payment is due here. So you have to pay attention to those dates. When I do, and I pay attention to those dates, I'm looking at the birth mostly because I'm seeing how much time I have and when I'm going to cut this off. So I usually cut this off 7 days prior to my birth, just so I can get a feel of where we're at as far as my numbers to see if I hit it or if I got to go harder on the coordinator to say, hey, you need to promote some more. We need X amount of rooms to get this birth space, or we're going to lose these cabins, right? So I usually, like I said, do it 7 days out. I'm just going to make up a day because I don't have the information for this trip. I only have just like the stuff from IntelliTravel, right? Because it hasn't been actually secured yet. So right here, let's just put in, so it's 26. I'm gonna put in, let's just say August 1st. So for August the 1st, until this time frame, I'm gonna double the deposit. But for the price, I'm putting in, let's see, $539.78 for inside cabin. So I don't like numbers, so I'm just gonna do $539.78. So I'm rounding up to $540. So $540 per person. And so it has single occupancy right here. I don't know what the single occupancy rate is, so I'm not going to do that, but you can, but you make sure you look it up. So I'm going to get rid of it and just put $540 per person. But if you want to add another one, you can. And then it automatically changes it to single and double. But if you don't, it's just going to say per person. Sometimes you can see where it say per room on there. I just find it just easier to make it per person. So $25, so I'm gonna say $50 per person. And then I'm gonna have the final payment due. I said it's not the same as my available until date. The final payments are normally due for me 60 days out, 30 to 60 days out from that time frame for cruises and hotels. So I just make sure everybody got their money. So this is April the 23rd. I'm just gonna go with, let's say, February the 23rd. That's 60 days out. Because then you have people who come in late, whatever the case may be. So even my available date is going to be different from my final payment date. My final payment date is whatever the booking says, and then I take it back about 30 days to give people enough time for just in case purposes. And then my available date is what I am focused on in getting my birthing cabins to let them know, boom, this is good until this time frame so I can know where we're at. And then I hit save. And it comes up just like this. Now you're probably like, well, Janae, do you have to do this for each and every one? You do, but if you have things that are similar, you see this little duplicate button, you can hit the duplicate button and it would do the same thing for you. You would just have to make some adjustments. But if it's something totally different, then you would just come over here and you would hit add package. And so now we're going to go with the next package. I hope you guys are following along and doing your own as well. So we're going to go to silver, and that's the outside ocean view. And now with the packages, like Lamanda was saying earlier, she includes the transfers in there. So as this is just a basic right now. As you go along, you got your silver package. You can say what it is. Silver, and this is ocean view. But then you put in includes, you can type in includes, transfers, whatever, travel insurance. And whatever else you making it, making it be for them. Okay. If y'all want to do like whatever, VIP, whatever, pay extra, whatever they got going on. And so you can put that and include it as your headliner. What it includes, you can say silver package, ocean view, includes whatever it includes for your package. Then over here, I'm just going to go in like I did before, look at the stateroom for the outside. So I can get my picture and my description and put it right here. Copy. And I'm going to save my image as ocean view. Go back over here to Travel Joy. Hit paste. Remember I said the format, it might, just go ahead and put it in, then go highlight it, take it to whatever you want. I'm using Times New Roman, making sure everything's dress right dress, 18. Okay. And then now, since I have it highlighted, y'all, I can just go ahead and insert my picture too, right? So I'm going to upload my picture, browse my image, and I'm going to put in ocean view, boom. And then I'm going to hit save. But y'all see what happened. It highlighted everything and it got rid of my stuff, no problem. But if you just want to kill two birds with one stone, or if you ever forget how to insert what you're doing, that's why I did what I did. I want y'all to see it, because if you don't and you have everything highlighted, then what's going to happen is when you hit insert, it's going to get rid of all your description. That's why I say, hey, just take something out from it. Like I take the size approximate out of it, and then, highlight it like we did before. And then I would hit insert, right there. And then it's only taking this away. So I'm not having to reinvent the wheel and do it all over again. See, because once you do, you got to go back in and put the font that you're using, all of that back into here.
I have a question too. Sometimes when I'm cutting and pasting like that, it my words are white and I don't know it sometimes until you kind of now I know to look for it, but sometimes it'll just be white. It'll look, I was like, I know I pasted it in and don't see anything, but my letters are white.
That's good, Marla. Absolutely. Thanks for bringing it up, because it does. Sometimes it posts in a different color. So right here where it says text color, you ain't going crazy. Just highlight it. The highlight is there, but you don't see anything. Just go to the text color and hit black, and then it'll pop up. So thanks, Marla, for sharing that, because it would have gave somebody a headache who didn't know. Again, these are just things we learn as we go along, right? Okay, so now I'm gonna do a quantity limit on here. I'm gonna do, let's just say 5. And I'm gonna put the price, I'm gonna say again, available till my date of, what I wanna do for my birth. Make sure we got secure cabins. And now I'm gonna put down here the price point for what it is. So Ocean View is $662. So I'm gonna go $663. Of course, my deposit, $50 per person. Okay, and then I had say, Miss Trainer, you got a question? Go ahead.
Yes, I do. In the case that you include like you include your what is it, your travel insurance and also the gratuities. where would that information go if you're saying I'm giving you, I mean, this is inclusive of all that. That would definitely change that price there. You would put everything in there. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. That's correct. Good question. Very good question. Yes, ma'am. I would put in whatever the insurance is, especially if I'm not doing the insurance through the cruising, like if you're using Allianz or another third party insurance, and you would add that insurance price to it. If you're doing the transfers using Viator or whatever supplier you're using, you would add it to the price, and that would be your total package price. Good question.
Thank you.
Oh, it, some people be asking me about a child rate. It's right there. It's pretty self-explanatory. If if they have a child rate for you, that's what you would put in there for a child if it's different than the adult. Let's see. Oh, thought I had hit 5. Hit 5, and I'm gonna hit save. Whoop. All right, so got my bronze, got my silver. So it's up to you how you want to do it. If you want to go from high to low, then you put the high in first, because as you guys see, when you put it in, I'm going low to high, right? But if you want to go high to low, you will put your start out with your highest cabin if you got a suite, and then for like that. But let's just say you forget, it's too easy. If you want to change it around, this duplicate button is absolutely amazing. You can put in the order that you want, just hit and duplicate, and then just delete the other ones, and then have it in the order that you want it to be in. All right, so now we're going to move on to our balcony. So I'm going to add another package. This is going to be the gold package. And so I'm just going to put this up like, this is just ones that I've used before. Like I put this, the Ultimate Convention Experience single bed, boom. But you can do, again, whatever you want to do and how you want to do it to display it out for it. So this is ocean view. Ocean view with balcony. And like I said, whatever you want to add to it, I'm just going to go over here. I'm going to hit down balcony, and I'm gonna go back to the basic one, ocean view with balcony, and I'm going to highlight it. Now notice I don't put the decks on that. That's just me. I am not the deck person. I just think it's just too much information. Then they ask more questions. Like cruisers, they know. They like, I don't want to be on the bottom. I want to be here. I want to be at head. I want to be at the top. They'll tell you. So then specifically for them. But I don't like to invite extra questions. So I just want to make it simple and give them the basics. And then if they ask the questions, then I know who I'm dealing with.
And that's good, Janae. That's good, because I had somebody wanted to know where the lifeboats were in comparison to the stateroom category. And yeah, so you're right.
Yeah.
Giving too much information.
Too much information can get a lot of questions. Onesies and twosies that ask you, then you can open it up. So thanks for that, Ms. T. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and take my picture. I'm going to save it. And I'm going to upload it. Yeah, remember, you can just type something here. You could select it, and then the insert, the menu will pop up. Then you can insert, upload your picture. Image, balcony. So, save. I'm gonna do a quantity limit on this one. And let's just say my quantity limit is 5 again. Date, August 1st. And then the pricing, $786. I'm gonna keep it at $786 because it's $786.28. $786. And do a deposit of 50. Okay, do. 26, and I got February 23rd. And I'm saving. And just for training purposes, I'm gonna go ahead and no, actually I can do the last one because we got time. Yeah, we got time. I'm gonna do the suite package. So this is a platinum package. So this is one of my other ones, platinum. And this is what I mean, hotel, transportation, excursions, how many excursions it is, the insurance, and what they get. So this is platinum. The platinum package is a junior suite. All right, junior suite. I'm gonna go down here and get that description. And just FYI, most of the times when I look, the descriptions that you get from your cruising or cruising search engine from your IntelliTravel is they're similar to the ones that's on the actual, you know, if you were going straight to Royal Caribbean or cruising.org and stuff like that. So it's not a big disparage if you're like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be the same. Yes. So I said junior suite we're gonna do. So we're gonna do the basic junior suite right here. Then I'm gonna save my image. The only thing you can get better pictures from the cruise line site directly of like the cabins if you wanted to have better different pictures of what it looks like. You can add more pictures that way of the actual cabins. Let's see. Insert my picture. Image. Most of the time my green gets in the way. So when I'm just building it, I'm just building it basic. And then my creativity comes in later to make it do what it do. And that's why I say just build it first, you know, start with the basics just to get the foundation. And then you'll start looking and saying how you can make it prettier. But don't start on the pretty first. Start on the basics. A lot of people just get distracted with the pretty, want to make it pretty first. All right. The price point, we're going to have 1,299, so that's 1,300. And this is from one of our business partners. So this is just her foundation for it. So when I tell you guys to join the team, like she doesn't know I'm doing this. I actually got a one-on-one with her on Friday, but because I knew we were going to be doing this, I just went ahead and said, let me just do the foundation and then I can get all the other details from her, but at least you have this to get started. So it allows me to go into because everybody always know what can you do with a team? It allows me to go in and do that portion of it. Let's see, February. But I can't take payments, can't do none of that stuff unless I change it, and I don't. Because I don't want to mess with folks' money. I just want to help with itineraries. February 23rd, boom, boom, boom. Per person, save. Uh-oh, I put 5 up there. So, all right, save. So that's why I said Sinead Pitts impersonating Laura Gillian, because that's the business partner. All right, so now I'm gonna take a look at this just to see if something's gonna. And you see how it has all of this. So you're like, oh my gosh, Sinead, that looks terrible. Yes, I agree. It does look terrible. And then also keep in mind that my cancellation policy, like it normally is on the booking link, is not on here. So you have to make sure that you have your cancellation policy on the proposal. And I'm gonna show you guys how to just add that section. And you just copy and paste what you already have for your cancellation policy in there. So I want you guys to see if you forget, this is what this looks like. So we're gonna go in here and fix it. We're gonna go to the description, and all we're gonna do is You can select all, however you want to do it, and then you can hit delete. Then you can hit preview. And voila. Now nothing but the pricing comes up. So we did the proposal, which took less than 2 minutes to do using the AI for Travel Joy. Then the only thing manually we did was went in and do the booking prices. And now they have access. Just go to the booking link to select it. Then this is where they can select their the number of travelers that they have. This is what your clients will see. Then they'll select which package that they have and so forth. And then the actual client information form is actually here for you. So like, this is why it will help if you're doing a group and you want to still do the proposal so everybody can kind of see everything. You can still do that. And then everybody who clicks on that proposal will have their own individual booking link with their own information on it. And it will come in as such for you. So it will help on that end, as well as the credit card authorization form, which looks just like this. They give them choice, pay the full amount, pay the full deposit, whatnot. But there's also the part where they're going to have a payment plan. And that's why I like using the booking link with the cruising if I'm not creating a whole template by myself. So right here, when you're going into pricing, you want to make sure you go down here at the very bottom. Of course, make sure it says supplier. You want to use that monthly payment schedule. So once they make their deposit, it's going to automatically start sending them invoices through the automation for them to make their payments, and it's also going to show them when their payments are due. So you get to see what that looks like. And then if you want, I have never used the travel insurance alliance. It's all what I use, but you know, they do have here where you can do it and get a commission from it, but I haven't, so I cannot speak intelligently about it. If you have your own terms and conditions, like if you had custom terms and conditions, then you would have it here. But if you don't, then Travel Joy automatically had terms and conditions specifically in here for your clients for them to read, which you can also read in your forms when it comes out. Now, if you want to add additional options, you absolutely can. So like if you want to use shore excursions, and this is where I normally use the extra options. My extra options is normally for my excursions, but we'll continue that for next week when we're adding extra options. We'll add like short excursions if we want to add the if you want to take the transfers out to be individually, whatever. But mostly I focus on what they can do on the trip using short excursions or buyers. So we'll do that next week. For right now, we got what we got selected: supplier, use monthly payment, preview again, just to make sure everything's good. I don't like this picture, so let me edit this picture. And you're probably like, okay, well, I don't see how I can edit the picture. You won't be able to edit the picture here, but you will be able to edit the picture on the main page. But before I leave out of here, I'm gonna go ahead and hit publish. But before I do, I'm gonna drop down here to travel information so you can know what form that I use. I created forms, but thankfully, Travel Joy became high speed, and they put in group booking registration automatically along with the group booking registration form. So that's what you guys saw, but if you already have some in here that you want to use differently, that's your own, you can. But as y'all saw, the group registration asks for all the information. This task list right here, it's important later on. We'll talk about that if we have time next week, but if not, we'll do it the following week. But that's just something to look forward to. You automatically have if you put none, you won't have anything in there. But if you hit standard, it's going to automatically give you a standard, but you can create your own task list specifically for each trip that you do. So if you got a specific task list for cruises, then that task list will pop up cruise task list, and that's what we'll work on. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and publish this right now. I'm sorry, y'all. And so now it says my group link booking page has been published. Now I normally use Bitly, which is free, to make it a shorter booking link, but for the training purposes only for right now, I am just going to use the Travel Joy link. So now that we created our group itinerary, it's under Lori Jillian's test group, right? I'm going to add, let's see. Nope, not that. I'm going to go back to the dashboard. I'm now going to go back into Lori Jillian's trip. What's this one that you stuff? Let's see what's on with it. Yes, sir. And I'm going to go into files. And that itinerary is there, Lori Jillian's itinerary. I am going to, like, you can, like I said, you can put anything. Like last week, we could use ChatGPT to have an intro. You can do that based off the actual cruise that it is. And then right here, I'm just gonna click payment. You can say click payment. I'm just gonna put book now. And I'm gonna say book. I like that book. So I got it. Click book now. Did I highlight this? Oh yeah, book now. Book. Or you can put the link in like so. It's however you want to do it. That's how I copied and paste. You see it's right here. If you want to change the title display, if you don't want to do a bit.ly link, then guess what you can do? You can also hit click for booking info. So if you don't want to even use bit.ly, you don't have to. You can actually do it within TravelJoy. Always more than one way to skin a cat. So I'm just showing you the different ways I play with it. So you can have book now, click the booking link on your thing and hit enter. Somebody got a question? If I can't see. Do that. You got a question. Miss
Yes,
Adams?
Janae. Yes, this is Trina. So we're going to go in and generate this itinerary for each under forms for each cruiser. Is that correct?
No.
Or we've done it through the group. We've done it for the group.
Yes. So
Okay.
this whole itinerary here is for the entire group. When it says share itinerary, Miss Adams, you see where it says copy link?
Yes.
That's what you're going to share with everyone.
Okay, cool.
And then when you send it out to everyone, they're going to open it up and they're going to see your information. Then they're going to see that little link right here to say click booking. And we're going to talk about it as we master the final copy. But you don't have to send this out to individuals. You just can send a little link right there straight to everybody.
So that's under our group. Okay, great.
All right, let me see if I missed any questions. Later, okay. There we go. All right. So I tell you, I put it in more than one place. So I put it at the top when I do all my intro stuff, and then at the bottom it say click here with your name. Then I am going to edit because I told you got to add the cancellation policy in there if you have one, as well as your payment, right? So, Miss Monica, go ahead. You got a question? Oh, no, that's not, she was coming in. Okay. All right. So I just added a section. So this section right here, you just hit add section, and then you can come right here and you can put what your section name is. So here I can put cancellation policy, or you can do it on the both things. You can do cancellation policy, again, more than one way to send it, cancellation policy. You can do it like this, or you can do payment. And then under your payment, you can also have your cancellation policy underneath your payment. Now I have something, it's probably not in her library. This is hers. Nice work. Okay, I don't want to do that. So in this section, after I put my payment, that's going to be the section. Then under here, you can either put in general, where you can type in cancellation policy, or you can just put in general, and then now you can give the information about the payments, right? And here is where you can put that booking link again. But you could also, I like to put a picture in. So again, but you don't have to do pretty. I'll tell you, as my green comment, I'll do pretty, but for right now, I'm gonna do the foundation. So here I selected the section payment, because we got about 6 minutes. And then I put in the item, and you can put in booking link. So you got it in more than one spot, right? So they can go down the bottom. And again, you can put cancellation policy underneath here. Uh-oh. You know. No.
Hmm.
You can put your cancellation policy, or you can just add another item under here, under payment, and you can put general again, and then you can type in cancellation policy. That's how. And so now you got your payment, you got the booking link, you got cancellation policy. They see it in 2 different places, in the beginning and in the end. Now they can hit preview itinerary. And voila, you have your itinerary here. You got the booking link to kick it off with whatever information you got. Then you also have down here all the information that they got for you, along with the itinerary, and then a breakdown by each day of the itinerary. And now you've got the booking link at the end that they can do it. You can add a picture to it, make it pretty, and then got the cancellation policy. Okay. This is just the foundation, but you want it to match what everything else looks like. So you want to make sure it's pretty like everything else, right? Let your green shine through. And now I'm going to click on the link. So, because this is in the preview section, so you guys can see how when you click on the link, it's going to take them directly to the booking page. And that's when they get to fill out their information. They get to put their credit card authorization form, select whatever package that they want, X, Y, and Z.
Can you do that again, please?
Uh-huh. Which one? What?
With the link.
With the link. Okay. Like clicking on it. Oops.
Yeah, so can you like backspace? I mean, you did it so fast.
Oh, hold on. Let me see. Right here.
Before that,
Mm,
just one more before that.
right here.
Yes, and
Okay.
then you said you went
Okay.
down.
Uh-huh. Okay. Right here with the
Mm-hmm.
payment. Okay. So to get this, I added a section. I
Mm-hmm.
hit add section, and then I changed the name of that section to payment. Then under the section, I hit add item. When I hit add item, it gave me this, and I see it says item versus sections, and this is how it looks like when it's looking for your thing. And then it has a little I for information, right? These little things mean different things, for activities, those little camera stuff like that. So just FYI for you. So then I hit the booking link. I typed in booking link to name the section, and then I put in the link for the travel joy. And again, you can change this. You can change the booking link. Oh, I know I want
No, you
to.
went to another page and then it had booking link on it at the top.
Hold on. Let me see. Let me redo myself.
Okay.
Oh, I did that wrong. Hold on. Sorry. That was not what I wanted to do. My green is coming up. All right, and then cancellation. Okay. So from here, what I did, Monica, is I hit preview itinerary,
I see.
and you see at the top, I had clicked for booking info.
Yeah.
That's the link that I had embedded when we started, and it's the same link that I just put in the payment that got sent them to this page
Okay.
that
Thank you.
was just fixed or just created. All right, any other questions? Our time is up. You got a little summary in the, if you look at the AI companion from Zoom, you got the little summary already in there. So if you want to copy and paste it, you can. Who got a question? Who has their hand up?
That's me. That's me, Janae.
Uh-huh.
Awesome. And this is great. So now that this is set up for them to go through booking, and you were talking about payment plans. Is that a whole nother, would that be included as an added item, and then the payment plans or the payment dates that you want them to do like monthly? Is that another piece to it?
So what it's gonna do is gonna be based off your dates, right? That you put in for because I put in availability, and then I put my final payment date under the
Yes.
screen was what, February the 23rd. So between now and February the 23rd, it's going to break down the payments based off the price that they select automatically.
Oh, it will do it automatically. Okay, cool
So
beans.
you
Okay.
won't have to. And then it'll have a set date in there already. So that's why I always say when you finish, you could go through it yourself. You can put it as 0 for the package or a penny or whatever, so that you can see what it looks like on the consumer side. Like you can fill out the client form and everything, and then hit next and put your card information in, so you can have that same experience from the consumer side. I
Great.
probably would do that too later, just so y'all can see that, because I do it and just put a penny in so you can see how to do it. So you can experience what your clients experience. So if they have any issues, you can be able to say, oh, you can navigate them. But you can't really
Great.
navigate them if you ain't never done it.
Great. And
So
once they release their credit card information, you interface with the supplier with that information each.
yep.
Okay.
Then you go to whatever cruise line that you use. You can call them to make the payment, whichever one's quicker, faster for you, or you can go online and make the payment
Okay,
on
cool
your
beans.
client's behalf. Great
Wow.
questions.
Okay, great. Good stuff.
Anybody?
Good stuff. Thank you.
Anybody else have any questions? All right. Okay. Thank you guys for your time. I'm so glad I got to see you guys. I was struggling today. It was migraine day today, but have some medicine, and it was like, we can do this. So we will continue on for the cruising part next week, but this is when we're gonna be putting in what is it? What I said we were gonna do. Brain part.
I think you said payment, didn't you?
Shore excursions.
Shore excursions, that's what it
Yep,
was.
add options. We're going to do the add options and how you can put your whatever options you put in there. So we're going to do that in there, and I'm going to base it off of shore excursions. So if you are not or Viator, if you're not a member of both, go ahead and join shore check out shore excursions, see if you want to register with them. I strongly recommend you register with Viator in all cases, because that's like the go-to. But not everybody necessarily use shore excursions. So just go to it and see if you like it. And if you like it, you can register for them. Other than that, that's it. I'll see you guys same time, same back channel next week. And I will attempt to remember to send out the link for the recording on YouTube. All right, take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Janae.